Welcome back. I'm Bumblebee Fern, and today I'll be giving some ideas for what to do with your Christmas tree or your Yule tree after you're done with it and after it's starting to dry out. So I thought this would be a great little video because so many of us just toss out the tree, and in recent years I've kind of started to feel that a little bit more because that was once a living thing, and we chopped it down, or it was chopped down just for, a little bit of enjoyment, like a couple weeks of enjoyment out of the year. So I thought it would be a great thing to help that tree live on and kind of honor that life and that spirit a little bit longer. So I have taken some cuttings of my tree because it's still going strong. And if you stick around till the end of this video, I'm going to give you some kind of crazy updates that have been happening here. But so the first thing that you can do with these little clippings are you can take them and you can actually put them in a wreath that you make. So I know this is a little bit late for that, but if you still want to have kind of like a holiday or seasonal wreath, I think it's still pretty appropriate for this time of year. Many of us too. I'm in Texas and it's really warm here. It still feels like it's summer some days, but I know a lot of us are up in the northern states and you have snow on the ground and you're really feeling that seasonal holiday feel. So for those people that get to enjoy the cold, you can put these in a wreath, and I will insert a little clip of that right now. And this is something that I did with my wreath. I actually have this wreath up all year round, and I just tweak it a little bit. So I'll either go out on nature walks, and I will find little things that are available seasonally in the forest by my house or the parks by my house, and I'll leave an offering if I take anything, or at least ask that tree if there's something on the ground. I never pick anything off plants, but if there's something, branches or pine cones or anything like that, acorns lying on the ground, I'll usually ask, or I'll leave an offering for taking those items. So this is a cute little idea because it smells good, it's really cute, and it's free, especially if you've already had your little run of the tree. So the next thing that we can do is you can have these little things, and I'm sure you've seen them. If you watched any of my other videos, you've seen them along my altar, and you can actually even take them, so you can, to get back to that point, you can put them on your altar and decorate your altar with them during Yule time and during the season. Or you can also take little pieces like this, and I'll have to insert a little clip because I didn't get to do it this year, or at least yet. I'm not really in a position to show you a wrapped present. You'll hear about why in a little bit. But you can take this and you can put it on a nice wrapped present, or the twine or the ribbon, whatever you use, and it makes it a really cute natural gift. This is my favorite way to wrap gifts. You always know it's from me because I don't have all the crazy colored wrapping paper. It's always in like a natural brown or white wrapping paper, and then I'll put like natural elements and twine and things like that on my gifts. So number 3 is, as you can see in this little video that I'm inserting right now, you can see the little star or pentacle that I made a Christmas tree topper for last year with the branches from one of my trees. So it's really easy. You can take branches and then you just tie them together. You can super glue them together. There's many different ways you can do it, but it makes a perfect little topper and kind of a great way to memorialize the tree from the previous year, is to make a little pentagram topper. And once again, those natural elements, I just think they're so pretty and simple, and there's so much beauty and simplicity, in my opinion. So number 4 is you can actually make candle holders out of the trunk. So if you have a table saw or a miter saw, maybe you can probably even do it with a circular saw, or if you know anybody with them, you can take these, make a cut out of them. And this one is actually from the bottom of our tree. When you get the stopper or the plug, when your tree gets plugged and you have to cut the bottom piece off so the sap is clear and then it can suck up the water. That's what my husband did with this, and I am going to be making a little candle holder. I would have already done it, but once again, you'll see why in a second, or maybe I've already inserted why in the video ahead of time. I'm not sure exactly how I'm doing this. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants here, but what I was going to end up doing is you can either drill a hole and make sure this is there's sometimes pine has a lot of, or like evergreens, softer woods have a lot of sap, so you might have to wait till it's a little bit more dried out. But you can drill a hole in the top, and then either that's big enough for a candle, and so maybe a safer thing to do is I have these glass candle holders, and I was actually gonna have my husband drill out about the same diameter of a hole and drill down, and then I was gonna set this glass candle holder into the wood so that it was flush with the top, and it makes such a cute little candle holder. And you see them all the time, like the birch style candle holders. But I'm definitely gonna be keeping this on my altar, probably for my God candle. So I thought that was really cute, a cute idea. The next one I'm going to be going over is the wood slice. So wood slice art. So similar to the candle holder, you can take a wood slice, and this is actually from the project. I'll insert the video up here. But a project that I did, and I made these into ornaments. This was kind of a reject one, but I don't have any of the other ones handy because I sent them to my family. But you can, similar to what I showed you in the video, I'm not going to explain the whole process because you can go back and watch that video if you're interested in this idea. But you can actually transfer pictures onto a wood slice. So if you have, once again, like a table saw, or you might even be able to take it somewhere and get it cut. I'm not exactly sure, but you might know somebody that can cut it into slices for you. And then you can transfer photos onto here. You can paint and do all kinds of art on here and hang them up, or just even put them on the wall. But you can make coasters out of them, cover them with like a resin or a sealer and make little coasters. There's so many fun things you can do with wood slices. Maybe I'll make more videos on more ideas on those if you all are interested. Let me know in the comments down there. Let me see, so oils. So that's my next idea that you can do with your tree cuttings is you can make Yule oils out of them, or at least seasonal oils. So what I would like to do with some of these cuttings is I'm going to be taking a bottle similar to this, probably not this big of a bottle, but I couldn't find any of my smaller bottles handy. And then you can take fractionated coconut oil. I prefer using clear oil, so you can choose whatever oil you prefer. And then I take a couple of sprigs of this, put it in there, along with some other things that I like to go in my Yule oil. So some ideas could be you could put some orange slices or some orange essential oil or other citruses. I always put an acorn for luck and protection in my oils. You can put some pine cones. You can either use intuitively, or you can also look up some ideas of oils that are appropriate around this time. But my favorite thing to do is kind of intuitively be guided intuitively into what I want to put in there. Calendula is another great one. Chamomile. Anything that is kind of honoring the sun, or even honoring, depending on which way you want to go, maybe even honoring the darkness, would be very, very appropriate. And then next year, when next year comes around, or even after those have been sitting a little bit, you can use those oils for different spells and intentions. I like to do that around all the Sabbats, is make a specific oil and then be able to kind of use that throughout the year and next year. So yes. Okay, so story time. I was planning on having a lot of different videos out by this time, but so it happens I had an almost house fire scare a couple of days ago. My tortoise's heat lamp, we've had him inside recently because it's been too cold outside for him to be out there, and his heat lamp actually, while we were gone, fell into his mulch, and it burned through about 4 inches of mulch down through the plastic tote that he was sitting in, and then into one of my Persian rugs. So when we got home from holiday shopping and grocery shopping for maybe like about 3 hours, we got home, and I immediately, as soon as I walked in the door, I smelled smoke, and I dropped all of the groceries, and I was running around the house trying to figure out what it was, because I have a cat, a dog, and like I said before, my tortoise. And so once I figured it out, my whole apothecary was completely full of smoke. Like, you could barely see your hand in front of your face full of smoke. So I mean, I hope my tortoise is okay. If any of you all know anything that could be done, I don't really know. And I've been hesitant to take him to the vet because I don't even know if there's anything they could do. But I don't know how long he was sitting in smoke. Luckily, he seems to be completely fine. We got him into some fresh air, and he's been acting completely normal But yes, it was scary, and we have been in a hotel, and we're probably going to be in a hotel for the next at least a week. So if I'm a little bit slow to put out more videos, that is why. I might do some kind of vloggy type videos of our little journey. So that's why I didn't have the materials to show you all of my things that I've done, and I'm just a little bit behind this time. So I hope you all can kind of understand that. So yes, I'm just happy everybody's happy, or everybody's safe, and nobody was injured in the fire. So we're just kind of going through the process now of doing claims and trying to get everything figured out, because like I've mentioned before too, I have 3 babies and we don't want them in this house while it's still really smoky smelling, and pretty much all of our belongings in the entire house smell like smoke, like we had a bonfire in our house. So that's what's going on with me right now. So I hope you all had a blessed Yule, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.